But I have to tell you, Chris, I don't think anything has moved the needle more for me than doing videos. And I'm not saying this to be funny, right? I'm being very transparent, very real here. Yeah, and, and I always kind of jokingly say it. I'm no Brad Pitt, right? So, and I get it, right? So, I mean, I'm not some hideous monster, right? I'm not saying I am, but I'm not. You know, I think a lot of people, where I got so on the video marketing thing, man, it's really moved my needle,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say nothing more. Nothing. There's been some other like working the phones, of course. There's been
Yep.
some other good also starrings for sure. But from the marketing standpoint, boy, the video's been good. Let me tell you where I had my breakthrough.
All right.
I was watching a movie with Steve Buscemi.
Okay.
Do you know who Steve Buscemi is by
I
chance?
do.
Okay. And as you're listening to the podcast, if you don't, Google Steve Buscemi, right? So I really like. I've never met him. I like. By the way, it's Maria. He's Maria's second cousin.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. So Maria's mother's maiden name is Buscemi,
No
and
way.
Steve is her second cousin, or maybe it's third. I think it's second. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So anyway, so I was watching Steve in a movie,
Okay.
and not a handsome man, right? I'm not being mean here, but I might not be Brad Pitt, but he's kind of funky looking, right? He's got that one tooth, that kind of sticks out. He's got these kind of bug eyes. He's kind of, seemed to be a super nice guy. And I hear he's awesome guy off camera. I hear he's awesome, right?
Yep.
But anyway, so I'm watching this and I'm going, this guy's no Brad Pitt by a long shot. And he's making a living in front of a camera.
Yep.
And not as the weird guy, like just as a guy,
Yep.
right? And that was really a breakthrough with me. It's like, all right, so I don't have to look like Brad Pitt or Bradley Cooper or insert in handsome or pretty or whatever, person. I just have to have a message.
That's right. That's right.
And that was really a breakthrough for me that that we're onto something. So I would say, like for loan officers, I would say there's a couple of things. Like let's talk a little bit about like why do videos? Why did we go through the effort of doing videos?
Yep.
So first of all, what you look like, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
I think sometimes, we see these, and I'm using air quotes here, influencers, on some of these platforms. And let's be honest, a lot of them are very handsome men or very attractive ladies,
Yep.
right? So they are like a good portion of them. But the videos, from a marketing standpoint, people putting out videos that actually make money, that drives customers or drive referral partners to you, your looks got nothing to do with it.
That's right.
It's your message.
100%.
So I would say the why do we do videos? Let's cover that first.
Okay.
So number one, it builds a personal connection.
Yep.
There's nothing that's like well, here I just said it, Steve Buscemi.
Yep.
Never met the guy. Dude, I just like him. I do. I've and not just because we, come to find out is either second or third cousin of Maria. I liked him before that.
That's right.
And I just like the guy. Or like Tom Brady.
Yep.
Hey, we all got our things, we all have our issues, whatever they're dealing with. The guy's has a couple things here, like everybody else. But dude, you watch him on camera. Now, in his case, that's probably a bad example. Very handsome man, right? But dude, just his demeanor.
Yeah.
I just like him.
Yep.
I just like him. He just seems to be just like a nice guy. And so it definitely builds a personal connection. I find when I'm doing my meetings, like with referral partners, we got 3 ways we can do that. Number one, meet them belly to belly. Awesome.
Yep.
But takes time.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
I got to drive there, and drive back. We can do phone call, which works well, nice and easy, quick and easy. But when we do them by Zoom meeting, we get them on camera. There's just a connection there. Like
Yep.
we have it, we over here, Chris, we have it. So like that when the team talks to each other, that we're doing it via Zoom meetings, video,
Yep.
because we find that they're the loan officers don't get snappy with the processors, or the processor did get snappy with the underwriter when you're on camera, or if you need something from them, send a little video, because on the video you're not just hearing the message, you're seeing the message, you're getting the body cues. Like when I say, if I send you a text, hey, I really need this, like you're going, hey, I really need this.
Right. Yeah.
Or, hey, I really need this.
Yeah.
Two totally different messages.
Yep.
And so when we do it on video, they're getting those visual cues. So it definitely builds personal connection. You know, and definitely enhances trust.
Yep.
And like credibility. And the other thing is like and we can talk about this too, on the video marketing, like on the different platforms, like we all know that, like, of course, TikTok,
Yep.
but of course, Instagram, of course, Facebook, like, of course, YouTube, those platforms prefer video.
Yes.
So if I give a message on Facebook as a post, or if I do it as a video, for whatever reason, they like the video. Why do you think that is? Why do these platforms prefer videos? Any idea behind that?
Yeah, it keeps them on the platform longer. So it actually
Oh.
takes longer to watch a video, but if it's engaging and it keeps the person on the platform, that's really what the algorithm is designed to do, is to keep people on the platform as long as possible and as often as possible.
I like that, because we've definitely noticed, like on the video, I mean, it drives social media traffic for sure.
Oh, 100%. And good traffic too. Like we'll run split, well, you know, I'm a split testing maniac, and we get much better click-through rates on images. So if we run an image in an ad, we'll get a lot more clicks. But the lead quality and the people that actually fill out the form, become a lead, and actually take an action, the video far outperforms the images. And it's because of everything that you're talking about. The bond that you create with people, the inflection, the people being able to hear your voice and see you, it creates a bond, so people take action.
So let me ask you this. So we know the platforms prefer video, right? For sure. And like TikTok has just really stole a lot of thunder,
Yep.
you know, from the other platforms, and it's exclusively video. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yep.
Yeah. So how about boosting like SEO, search engine optimization rankings, which, by the way, so, and I know you know this, Chris, but as you're listening today, understand that these search engines, the leads that we get from search engines are high converting leads. Like we find like 15, 16, 17%
Yep.
convert to closings, which is, man, that's right up there with a referred lead.
Yep.
So these are not Zillow leads, right? which are fine, I guess. You know,
Yep.
I'm not saying they're not, but they're just lower converting, like way lower converting.
Yep.
That these SEO search engine when somebody says, "Hey, I'm looking for a mortgage in Tampa Bay, who should I use?" Boy, that's a good lead, as opposed to like running even, which are all good, even running like Facebook leads. SEO leads are even better. So do the videos, do they help me on the SEO rankings also?
100% they do. We actually got finished a phenomenal case study. So inside the Mortgage Marketing Animals, we've got a daily class. We were on the daily class yesterday, and I said, hey, everybody on the class, and we have people from all over the country, all over the nation. And I said, go to Google and type in loan officer CRM and put a 1 in the comments if loanofficercrm.ai is in the number 1 or the number 2 position on Google. It was all ones. Everybody, ones.
Isn't that interesting?
Now, if you look at the competition in the CRM space, in the mortgage industry, it's crazy. Like Salesforce is a competitor, and they are like HubSpot. They're aiming to rank number one on those key phrases on Google. And that domain that we have, loanofficercrm.ai, was less than, at this point, I think 120 days. Like the domain is that fresh. And we're in the number one spot. And we did it with video. And that's the power. But when you take video and you use AI tools and you transcribe it, well, all of a sudden your video transforms. And you've got video, but you've also got blog post. So you can take your video, take it to AI, say, transcribe this, take the transcription, give it to ChatGPT and say, write me an informative blog post on this topic. It writes the blog post, and now you're a vlogger. You've got a video explaining something, you get the blog post underneath it, and then you just continue the prompt stack of turn this into a Facebook post, turn this into an Instagram post, and then you drive all of the traffic back to that video, and then you say, hey, make an informative post to my past customers so I can send out an email, so I can email this information out to my past customer database. So video can be used in so many different ways, but when you combine good keyword research, which is go to the front page of Google, Google Loan Officer, and there's this little section that says people also ask, you pick out the most frequently asked questions off the front page of Google, shoot a video about it, then put that on your website. It's fantastic for search engine rankings.
That's very interesting. Hey, I saw we talk a little bit about who do we send the videos to. So I saw this really interesting chart the other day that was jaw-dropping to me. And the chart was, where do top producing loan officers get most of their business? Did you see this thing? Do you see it by chance?
Yeah, you sent it to me.
Dude, it was jaw-dropping. So get this. So the question was, or the study was, where top producing LOs get most of their business. So number one was referral partners.
Yeah.
Dude, get this. 78.1% of all the loans that top producers got, 78.1 was the referral partners. Now that referral partner might have been a financial planner, divorce attorney, real estate agent, members of the Chamber of Commerce. Just when I say referral partner, we tend to think real estate agents, which is a great source, probably the number one, but it wasn't broken. It just said referral partners. So 78.1.
That's crazy.
All right. Past database, 21.8. So 21.8% of all the loans gotten from top producers, 21.8% was from their past database. So 78.1, almost 80, right? 21.8 past database. Here's one that shocked me the most. Consumer direct. Now this is top producing loan officers. Like these are the big hitters, right? These are the ladies and the guys that are knocking out of the park, making like $1 million, of income, Consumer direct, 0.1%.
Yep. 1/10%.
Like we could lose that altogether and it would be zero loss of the top producer. It surprised me. Were you surprised by that number?
Like absolutely shocked.
Like I would have thought the consumer direct would, which I have to tell you, it actually made me feel a little better because dude, I've done the consumer direct. I've literally spent I know at least literally $1 million of my own dollars trying to crack that nut. And I'm not going to tell you we haven't been successful at all, but boy, it's been tough, like real tough.
If you compare
what's that?
The effort that you have to put into it in order to make it work.
Money. So yeah, big money. 0.1. So I thought, oh, no wonder it's been so hard. like come to find out, well, it's responsible for 0.1% of the top producers' loans. And so past database being 21.8 and referral partners being 78.1. Gee, who should I send my videos to? The 0.1 or the 78.1 and the 21.8? Let me think. So that was that actually gave me a little bit of a sigh of relief, because it's pretty easy to send a video to my referral partners.
Yep.
And it's pretty easy to send a video to my past database. And maybe the consumer direct part, I mean, maybe I put some attention to, and frankly, maybe I don't.
Yep.
So when we decided to do a topic on the video marketing, I was thinking, like, so what keeps people from doing video marketing? I think we hit upon the first one. Hey, I might not like the way I look on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Let's clear that one out real quick. It's what we look like. Like, that's how we look.
Yeah.
It's how we look.
Yep.
I
we're all
look
perfect, just the way we are.
So Chris, I mean, just you're a handsome guy, right? You're a handsome guy.
It's a
right?
filter. Yeah.
Well, your filter works good. I am who I am.
That's right.
And I see myself on the video sometimes, and I go, "Oh, Carl, you need to do some work on that, buddy." Right? But that's how the world sees me all the time.
That's right.
And apparently that's okay. I go to the gas station, I get out of the car and pump gas. This is what I look like. I go to the grocery store, I go buy my vegetables to steam these days, and that's what I look like when I go into Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
I go to a realtor meeting. This is what I look like. I go to a loan officer meeting. This is what I look like. And apparently it's okay. So suddenly I'm seeing myself in the video. And the problem is I'm seeing myself for the first time of how everybody else sees me. And everybody else sees me different than what I see myself in the mirror. But, well, I don't want to be seen on video, but I'm not walking into the gas station wearing a bag on my head. I'm not walking into the movies with the lovely Mrs. White with a bag over my head. I'm not walking to the realtor meeting with a bag over my head. Somehow it's okay there. And they're seeing me exactly how I look like on the videos.
That's right.
And I think that was a revelation to me. It's like, hey, I don't like the way I look on video. Well, that's how the world always sees me.
That's right.
And something else I found, I'll see very attractive men and I'll see very attractive ladies say the same thing. Like, I'll see this guy that looks like he walked off of GQ saying, I don't like the way I look on video. I'll see this very attractive lady, I don't like the way I look on video. And for him, I want to go punch him in the nose. And for her, I want to shake her, like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like Maria, she'll see herself on, I don't like the way I look in that picture. Honey, you're beautiful. What the hell? What are you talking about? And so I think it's just like, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I would say the other thing that keeps them sometimes is the equipment. Hey, when you do your videos, what do you use when you do your videos? What equipment are you using?
95% of the time, iPhone.
Yeah, same here.
Yep.
So I'm gonna make a confession here. I probably have, and this is no exaggeration, I bet I've got, which doesn't take much to do this, I bet I got $50,000, not including the cost of the studio,
right,
but in just equipment with cameras and soundboards and all that. I bet I got $50,000 for sure. Oh, yeah. I've just started adding up my head. Probably $100,000. I probably literally have $100,000 worth of equipment,
not including radios.
Not including radios.
That's put it.
I haven't used a studio or studio equipment, I bet, in the last 2 years.
Yep.
That 100% of my videos in the last 2 years have been on my smartphone.
Yep. Isn't that incredible?
Dude, they do fantastic. I tell you that the video on the darn smartphone is just impressed. I tell you one area I do cheat.
Mm,
So I've got a little microphone
yep.
that's Bluetooth, and I just clip it onto my shirt,
Yep.
and the other end plugs into the charging port of my phone.
Yep.
No extra software. It's plug and play. I plug it in, and it works. That's a good investment.
Oh, 100%.
I think it cost me like $30. I think it is
Really?
something like that. Yeah, literally. And it's it's rechargeable. I just charge it into the same, like when I charge my smartphone, I just plug the part that plugs into the phone, the receiver part, it gets its power from the phone. And the
Right.
little microphone that I clip on my shirt, it's got a little rechargeable battery. I just USB port, plug it in. It's good for like 8 hours. So I tell you, the thing I like about the mic is it gets rid of the echo.
Yep.
If I've got an echo in the room, if I'm outside, like any kind of traffic noise, or if there's an airplane goes overhead, and it sounds like I'm running a studio mic.
Yeah.
So they hear nothing but you. They don't hear it. In my case, if I'm out here on the property and the fountain's going, you don't hear the water noise of the fountain. Or if an ambulance is about a mile away and you hear it kind of in the background, you don't hear it. There's a Coast Guard station not too far from my house, and literally the helicopters are going across all the time,
Huh.
and you can't hear them. You can't hear it. So I do like the little $30-$40 little microphones. But other than the microphone, yeah, it's just a smartphone. I've got a little stand, like a little, like
Yep.
a actually, it's a ring light that holds my camera.
Yep.
Like almost never do I actually turn the light on. So it could be like a little, I think the ring light, I think it was like $30 also.
Wow.
And so it doesn't, but I don't even use the ring light.
Right.
Like again, even if I'm doing one, like even if I'm doing a video like it's 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night, we're
Mhm.
starting to get dusk. The light pickup of today's smartphones, like I don't even need the ring light. So
Yeah.
it's but I like getting outside of the office,
Yep.
kind of thing. And so I don't like doing a whole lot of desk videos. I like it like if I'm out in the front yard, or um um or just anywhere, like just outside. I don't have to find, I don't need to go stand in front of a $5 million mansion, kind of
Right.
thing. Just out in the side, the side woods or the side of the house, a little brick wall behind me, something like just I do like getting outside. Um,
You know, I had, so I was doing the networking thing with realtors,
mm,
and I did a little series. This is a number of years ago. But what I did was I went out and I shot little videos in front of each of like the towny town spots. So there's
like
a
Main Street where the coffee shop is, kind of thing.
exactly. So like everybody knows it by seeing it, but
Yeah.
not really referencing the fact that I was in it. So there's this place in Guelph called Rocky's Hot Dogs, and it's like if you ever been to Guelph, kind of everybody knows what Rocky's Hot Dogs is. So
Okay.
stood in the parking lot and I just shot a video to the referral partners that I want to meet with. Rocky's in the background, and then there's a big church up on the hill, so I had the church in the background. So it's like I'm here, I'm like you, but a lot of that's being said through video, but it's not
Mm,
part of the script. It's not part of the actual thing. So that was something where, again, video marketing really had an impact outside of you just can't display that stuff in an email or a text or even a phone call to them.
mm.
But you can shoot a video, put that to your entire qualified agent list, and you get that extra little bit that maybe somebody else that's trying to market to that person doesn't have. So video can be super powerful.
Mm. I like that because the other thing that might be doing is like I trust Rocky's hot dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and now I trust you.
Hmm.
I trust this church, and because you're there, I trust you. I trust or I know, like I'm sitting here thinking like the Tampa Stadium, where the
Yep.
Buccaneers
Yeah.
play professional, is not too far down the road. So I like the Buccaneers, and you're there. I like you. It's these subliminal messages, I think are a big deal. I tell you something else, and I'll tell you my thought about it. I'd love to hear if you disagree or have a different opinion. So when I do mine, like I never wear a suit and tie.
Yeah.
I'm always now I'm not wearing the t-shirt that says, I don't know, insert in message that some people might like and some people might not, or something like that.
Yep.
Like I'm wearing usually a button shirt, maybe a work shirt, that has
Yep.
the mortgage company or in my case, maybe the mortgage marketing animals or whatever on it. But like I'm dressed somewhat casually, because the message I want to give is I'm a real person just like you. I think you just said that just a few minutes ago. And so I'm more of a casual nature. What do you think about, like, if I'm a loan officer and I'm sending it out to my referral partners, I get, if I'm going to meet with them and I'm wearing a suit and tie, I'd probably wear a suit and tie in my videos. If
Yep.
I'm meeting them and I'm wearing a polo shirt, I probably ought to wear it in my, like, I guess, however you're going to meet them at business meetings
Yep.
is probably what I ought to be. So it's continuous with, hey, when you see me, this is what I'm going to look like.
Yes.
Like,
Yep.
and in my case, and you have to, I'm in Florida. Florida is kind of a business casual
Yeah.
thing. I think Southern California, I think, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm out of turn here, but, or maybe it's a Florida thing. Like the business casual is a real big deal in
Oh yeah.
Florida. But
Hmm.
like, dude, I go to realtor meetings often, and I'm not, but often the realtor will show up with a polo shirt and wearing shorts, like
Hmm.
guys, not
Yeah.
just a lady, but the guys will be literally shorts with a pair of docs. Now I don't do that. I've got dress slacks, and a button shirt.
Yep.
I always show up with that. But like, you agree with that? Like, is that?
Absolutely. And I think it's also, from a core values perspective, who do you want to work with? Because, that's something that I learned from you years and years and years ago. It was like, you get to choose. There's so many of them, and there's only one of you.
Mm,
So, if you feel comfortable in that polo, wear that polo, and the other polos are going to come and do business with you. And,
mm,
if you're a three-piece suit, you show up as a three-piece suit because the other three-piece suits are going to find you too. And there's enough out there, and video marketing puts you in front of so many people
mm.
that, you'll find your people. One tip, whatever you're wearing, eat the hot dog after you shoot the video, because the ketchup and the mustard, that's just a no. You can't go with the mustard and the ketchup. That's a hard no on the outfit. So
It's impossible to look cool eating on video.
yeah,
So,
that's right.
so
Yeah.
there's that. Now I
Hi, I'm
have,
Chris. 1 minute.
yeah.
Ah.
Now I will tell you one thing that's absolutely critical with this.
Mm,
It's the most important part, and that's, what are you saying? What do you talk about?
yeah.
So Chris and I are doing a free webinar. Actually, we're doing a Zoom meeting where we're all going to be signed on together,
Yep.
and we're going to be going over a few things. So we're going to be going over uh, why doing video marketing.
Yep.
We're going to be going over who and how do we target these people. We're going to talk a little bit about equipment. Frankly,
Yep.
not much, because it's just your phone. Um, where we're going to spend a good part of our time is, what do you say?
Yep.
The message is utmost important. And we're also going to talk a little bit about overcoming camera shyness. We're going to talk about, like, how long do you do your videos?
Yep.
We're going to talk about, this might be surprising. We're going to talk about what day is best to send out your videos.
Mm-hmm.
That we discovered that really matters.
Yeah.
Here's a funny piece of that. We discovered that the day you send it out matters. Here's the funny thing that we discovered. There's one day where you'll get the most views, very clear on the studies. It's another day that gets the most action takers.
Hmm.
Very interesting. The day that gets the most views is not the day that gets the most action takers.
That's right.
Very interesting. So we're going to show you that. We're going to show you how to get your video seen, and we're going to show you how does social media come into play.
Yep.
So depending upon when you're watching this podcast or when you're listening to this podcast. But the link is going to be videosforloans.com. Video for FOR, videos more than one, videos for FOR loans.com, videoforloans.com. When you go there, if you're watching this, recent or coming up, as we're recording this here in June and July. We're going to be doing it live. Join us on that URL is going to take you. We can join us live. It's going to be a meeting, so you can ask questions, and we're going to be answering those questions live. And we're going to spend a good part of the time talking about what do you say and how long are these videos. And that might not be what you think it is either. A lot of people think you have to do 15, 20, 30-second videos. You can, but you can also, there's another time that works maybe even better. If you're watching this, if you're just got turned on to the podcast and it's a year from now, it'll take you to the recording.
Yep.
And so you can go watch that recording like right now. So videosforloans.com, videoforloans.com. Now, at the end of that webinar, we're also going to be showing you an incredible platform to send out the videos. But you can take this information and you can send the video out however you want.
That's right.
So we're not this meeting is not how to use this tool to send out the videos, how to send out videos. And here's one tool that'll help send out the videos. But whether you use this tool or not, the information about the video marketing for loan officers is very good. And I'm going to say this very humbly and very gratefully. I don't know of anybody that's made any more money on videos for loan officers that's made more money. And it might sound weird for me to say this. I don't know anybody that's made more money than I have.
Yep.
So I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm saying I don't know anybody that's made more than me. I think I'm number one.
Yep.
Like I do. I think I'm like, and I can tell you that we've 100% cracked the code on this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know how to get loans doing videos.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to map it out for you. And then Chris, what you've done is you got my videos and you showed me how to get major traffic on those videos. And that's where, so I'm going to talk about the videos, a little bit how to and the messaging. And then you're going to talk about how do you get views. Because I can have the best song in the world. If I'm singing by myself in the shower, nobody's going to hear it. And so you taught me how to get out of the shower and have a large amount of people hear that message and on the platform. So
absolutely.
That kind of cover it?
Yep. And I got one little sneaky AI tool that I'm going to add right in at the end of the presentation. So I'm looking forward to sharing that as well. Very cool.
Videosforloans.com, videosforloans.com. And feel free to share that URL to your loan officer friends. But we'll be doing this live. It'll be on a Zoom meeting so that you're there too. Hey, and when you come to the Zoom meeting, turn your camera on.
That's it.
All right, that's gonna be, you don't have to, but turn your camera on. I think that'll be part of it. So videosforloans.com. So that cover it, Chris?
That's it. Looking forward to seeing everybody there, and looking forward to seeing everybody's next video.
Awesome. All right, thanks again, everybody. We appreciate it. Videosforloans.com. And share that with your loan officer friends. Looking forward to seeing you live on the call. And if you're watching this, a year from now, totally cool. We got your back. We'll leave that recording up for a little while. So thanks again. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.